Today talk video games. Today we'll be talking about the Xbox on the Midwestern Radio Podcast.
the 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 can the Kinect sensor. We have the Kinect sensor for the Xbox 360, and it has, I'm pretty sure it has lots of games on it, but we usually play Kinect Sports, and there's golf, football, baseball, darts, skiing, tennis, and we recommend golf, and yeah.
As it is good for beginners to learn how to figure out the Kinect system, as golf is not very competitive and it's not that physically demanding. The Xbox itself is very beautiful. I myself have a white one that does not have those touch sensors, but instead it has the actual buttons, like a TV remote or on the controller. But the reason why people say Xbox has good quality video is, one, that they're right, and two, Xbox is owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft either does or used to make computers, and they use that same technology in the Xbox, which is why it is praised for its games like Halo or Assassin's Creed. But I do like those games, but I also do enjoy driving games. But I don't know any racing games on the Xbox 360. Besides the Need for Speed, the run. It's a very amazing game, and it gets more difficult as it progresses, which is very fun, but not adaptive like some other games out there. But the discs are on Xbox are the same as normal DVDs, as you probably already know, and they can play movies. So if you're at home and don't have a DVD player, you can use an Xbox. As I'm fairly sure it has a tab on there for DVDs or music. And the 360 is backwards compatible with Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2. The two, if not the only two Halo games that are to release on the original Xbox, which are not bad for Xbox's first console, but it went from 3 and Halo 3 ODST to Halo Reach, and then Halo 4, I believe, but Halo 3 and Halo 4 and Reach have beautiful, beautiful graphics and are very, very detailed. I love it, and Halo is fun to punch around the ragdoll corpses of it's fun to punch around the bodies of the enemies you have defeated.
Yeah.
But still, Xbox is an amazing console, and I'm not sure if it really has a gimmick like other console brands, but it is still very good. And I'm not sure if there are any Star Wars games on there that are not Lego Star Wars, but it's still very, very fun. But there is some Spider-Man games like Spider-Man 3 and the Amazing Spider-Man games, which you may or may not have heard of before, but there you go, now you know about it. Anything else want to add?
No.
Okay. Now, about the Xbox controller. The original Xbox controller, people complained that it was too big and clunky, but they changed it, and the 360 has a beautiful, beautiful feel to it. And supposedly, you can, if you have a Southpaw friend, you can flip the insides of it for the most part, and so that way your friend can play the Xbox left-handed, although you may have to do a little bit of modifications for it. But besides that, it really is amazing. It's beautiful and it's amazing, simple for the most part of the time. And there are many, many amazing games on there. And some may actually be voice activated, like for Connect Sports. It will say, to activate this, say Xbox, activate this, or Xbox, blah blah blah, like Xbox Golf or Xbox, activate co-op mode. Which, again, is amazing that Xbox incorporated two-player modes in something like Halo, which you can do for Halo Reach, which you yourself are the player, because you can customize it more than Master Chief. Master Chief is this own dude who has his own backstory, but Noble 6, it's like there's not a lot revealed, so you yourself can actually play as Noble 6, but it makes sense for Halo Reach as you yourself are the player. But in any other Halo game where you are Master Chief, it kind of makes sense to have for there to be a co-op mode, as it's already been done in Halo Reach. It could be done in other Halo games. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out some of the controls on Madden. I also really enjoy the fact that sometimes when the disc tray gets stuck on my Xbox, I don't enjoy that, but I enjoy that you can just take off the front shell. Which, if you have trouble doing that, you can use something like a credit card or something that is like a credit card or some sort of like or debit card or something. But so apparently there is a way to solve the red ring of death. If you hold the eject button and the syncing mode to pair the controller and console, there's one on the console and one on the controller. But if you press the eject button and the pairing button on the console, supposedly you will get a code where one part of the ring is one, two parts of the ring is two, yeah, and three is three. But if the whole ring is lit up with four parts, that means zero. So for example, you have like 1032, and that means something. But apparently, some of my friends say that it is because of overheating, which is partially true for some people. But back to the Xbox console, there are Halo Xbox 360s, which are beautiful. One of them is Halo 2. Another one has Master Chief colors, where the main console is the green, the disc tray cover thing, the little slide, is gold, and I think the eject button is red, which is beautiful. But it's just so expensive when I could probably just buy a junk Xbox. When I could just buy one that's being sold for parts, take off the shell, and replace it. And I have seen an Xbox 360 with an Xbox 360 controller with a golden shell, which is good looking, as my friend has done a reloading video with it, reloading its batteries, but but doing a tactical reload, which is fun. But I feel like I would be better at that than him, just because of how how much I play games and how much I see like NPCs are, especially in more recent games where they just stand there mostly and have small and they show that they're breathing instead of just standing there and making noises, which would be a little weird to hear breathing noises unless if they've been running a lot. But also, how have the characters not died of how have the characters not passed out at all in video games? Because we are always making them run. I don't know how they have not passed out yet, but that's just a thought. And I feel like that some first person games are inaccurate because we don't see them blink.
That is true. Because when you're in first person, you just don't see the entire screen just blink all of a sudden.
But then again, we do sometimes phase out blanks from our memories. You know? I mean, yeah, it's just like a minuscule detail that not a lot of people care about, but we do phase out blanks from our memories, I feel like. But it is amazing, and I think that another console making company has copied the button layout kind of the Xbox 360, with the right joystick being towards your palm, and the buttons being up towards where your thumb is fully extended, and on the left side the D-pad and left joystick are switched, which is a very good idea. But I have also seen controllers where your right hand is how you want it to be positioned, but then your left hand's at like a 45-degree angle, which makes me think that it could actually be a good idea. And ever since I've seen a video about that, I've been doing that position with my hands, and it feels very comfortable for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. Alright, so you try it. I'm like, I don't know, so it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's something you could probably get used to. It's really fun, I think. Sadly enough, I don't have it. But this may be the last video after a long time that we upload, because we do not live in the same town and don't see each other often. And thank you for your time on this video. Thank you for watching. And this has been Midwestern Radio. Goodbye.